Do you fuck with Troy and Jerry?
Of course I do, you fool. What about you? Do you fuck with Troy and Jerry?
Oh boy, I love this show. Does anyone else here fuck with Troy and Jerry?
I have been a big fan since the beginning. Do you fuck with Troy and Jerry?
I love this show so much. Is it time to start yet?
Let's start the show.
Welcome back to another Friday night. Troy and Jerry Think Tank.
What's up, Troy?
Not much, Jerry. How you been, brother?
Good, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. It's been a good little few days, and I'm glad to be here with you, though, man. I'm ready for the weekend to get kicked off.
Yeah. It's been a interesting week, man. That's for sure. It's been a stressful week for me. I've been sick today. Almost canceled the show. For anybody not following along, I was almost called a health day. I was not myself this morning. I was feeling super ill. Headaches, stomach aches, general unhappiness.
All right. We all laid our hands on them, got them back up to speed. It's good to go.
I went and got some sushi with my wife. We went to that Tokyo Central place, like that Japanese grocery store that has like the sushi island.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of really good sushi. Had some really good lunch. Yeah.
Is that the one that also had the other stuff that wasn't Sushi Island?
I don't know if I took you to this place.
Okay. All right.
But
all right.
Yeah, this one, this is, I think you'll like this place.
All right.
Like people go there and eat. It's like a grocery store that people go to eat at.
Fucking gotta love that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I got some badass karagi chicken. Is that how it's pronounced? Mm-hmm. Have you ever had that, Jerry?
No. What is that?
Karagi. It's like Japanese fried chicken, and their seasoning, I don't know what it has in it. I'm not sure if it's wasabi or like horseradish or whatever. It's got like a little bit of bite in their seasoning. Really good. Really good. One of my favorites.
I like some wasabi, man.
Thanks, Tree Enthusiast, for the raid. It's Whiff for the raid. Got some raids going on.
What's up,
raiding our panties, Jerry. These guys are raiding our panties.
Welcome, man. Good to have you here, man. We go to people go to drink at my grocery store. They got a little bar in there, and they're starting to do events. And a lot of times I'll go in there. Yeah, I'll go in there and they're like playing games, and they got 20 people in there drinking and all. Because they got a little smoothie / beer bar there, so you can go in there and get some drinks. And
I mean,
it's kind of cool.
I've seen like a lot of grocery stores with like Starbucks. I've seen grocery stores with like Panda Express and things like that inside. But alcohol?
Bro, you have not grocery shopped until you sip and strolled, man. That's the way to go. Like, I don't do it anymore because I don't drink anymore because of my gout. But before I quit, that was my favorite thing to do, is get fucked up in a grocery store.
Jerry's got a bad case of the gout there, huh?
Alcohol will do it to me, dude. If I have a drink or two, I will wake up tomorrow in pain. So fuck all
That's
that.
too bad. I mean, I don't like alcohol, but I don't like your freedom's being taken away, Jerry. Like,
Right. It's my own fault, man. It's 50 plus years of fucking this diet and that drinking, and yeah, after a while, your liver just goes, "What the fuck, man?"
did you drink a lot as a youngin?
No, I drank more as a 40 something than I ever did
Oh.
a 30 and 40s. I drink more in my 30 and 40s than I did when I was young.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I used to tell people that I drank more between the age of 14 and 20 than I did when I was 21. Because when I first turned, so like 2 months before I turned 21, I don't know what it was like where you grew up or what your culture was
21.
like as a 20-ish, but for me, it was a big thing. When you turn 21, your friends, your family, they all take you out drinking, and you get sloshed and you puke. Basically, that's like the 21-year-old birthday party ritual.
Yep.
When I turned 21, first of all, I was excited to go out drinking, but I had overdone it so hard. Just a mere like 2 months before, because my birthday's in January, and when I was 20, I went to this Christmas party for this job that I had when I was 20, and they had an open bar, and I drank like pitcher after pitcher after pitcher of beer and just got completely wrecked. I'm talking like alcohol poisoning wrecked.
Oh, that kind. Fuck yeah.
That kind of wrecked.
Stomach pump or what?
I didn't get my stomach pumped, but I was hungover for like 3 or 4 days. And after 2 days, when my friend picked me up and took me to the gas station to buy some V8 because I thought I was dying, I met with a police officer who I was friends with. And he told me, he's like, "You look like death." He's like, "Your eyes are yellow. Your skin is yellow." He's like, "You had alcohol poisoning." And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "Yep." He's like, "I learned all about that shit when I was paramedic." And he told me all about like my jaundice or whatever that was from having too much alcohol in my system. Yeah.
One night, damn.
I threw up in my sock bucket. I threw up all over the place. I woke up in the morning so hungover and feeling like trash that I went and I chugged a half gallon of Sunny Delight, and then when we get to my bedroom, Sunny Delight came back up, and it was so cold that it hurt me again on the way out. Yeah,
your system did not want Sunny Delight, bro, for sure.
No, that was the sickest I had ever been, ever. Like I remember crying, like thinking like I'm going to die. Like I'm going to die here. My mom's upstairs in a wheelchair. I'm like calling for help and nobody can hear me. What's a sock bucket? All right, listen. As a 20-year-old, I was an efficient launderer of clothes, and I had to wear a fancy shirt and tie and shit like that for clothes. So when I did laundry, I had all my socks in a 5-gallon bucket. I didn't see the point of pairing them up and things like that. I just kept all my socks in a 5-gallon bucket. And then I also had a 5-gallon bucket for a trash can. It's a practice that I still keep today. Like I still have a 5-gallon bucket trash can over there. It's just my thing. It's just my thing, Jerry. But yeah, I reached for the trash can when I was all sick and hungover and accidentally grabbed my sock bucket and puked into my socks. Yeah,
that sucks.
It was regrettable.
Bet you were bummed out when you saw that 3 days later.
Dude, I was. It smelled so funky, like orange juice. And,
it was Sunny D. That stuff is pure shit. My kids loved it, and I was like, "That's the worst stuff you can drink," and you're downing it right after a puke.
I've told you about this party before. I don't know if I told you about the alcohol poisoning stuff, but this was the party where it was the Christmas party, and I had spent like a 4-day bender. Like I didn't go home from work for 4 days. Like I slept at my desk working on these websites because it was a speaker company, and like CES, the Consumer Electronics Show, was coming up, and they redesigned like all 5 of their websites like 3 or 4 days before the show, and then they like gave me the files and they're like, "Here you go." And I'm like, "Huh?" So I had to like build whole new websites for like MTX Audio and DCM Audio and Acoustic Audio, all these speaker companies. I had like 3 days to like take a picture and build a whole new fucking website. And I did it. I spent like 3 or 4 days straight at work. Didn't go home. Just I went to the store and bought a case of Mountain Dew and just sat there drinking Mountain Dew, working my tits off. Go to this Christmas party, and they give me this award for cranking out their websites in record time and being the hero of the day. And what do they give me? They give me a fucking MTX audio mouse pad. Like, hey, here, buddy. Thanks for spending 4 days at work when your dad was in the hospital. My dad, when I got home after 4 days, I found out my dad was in the hospital. He almost died. He was getting his pancreas out. I had no fucking idea because I was at work. And then I go to this thing and they give me a fucking mouse pad. And I was pissed. I was like, I was so pissed.
Dude, I would have wiped my ass with that right there on stage. I would have said, mouse pad.
Yeah. So that's how I end up drinking too much at that party. And then my boss's wife was upset that I was drunk, and she kept taking my beers away. Like I would go up to the bar and get like 2 beers and come back, and I'd be like talking to people, and I'd look down and my beers would be gone. And I'd be like, oh, whoa, I don't know. I'll go back and get 2 more beers. Yeah. And then I after a while, I look over and she's got like 8 beers in front of her. And me being 20-year-old douchebag, drunk off his tits, flip my shit again. You know, like, you fucking whore, blah, blah. You know, I'm calling her all these fucking names. Did not give a shit that it was my boss's wife whatsoever. I knew she was all fucking religious and shit. There was this Jesus statue on the table, and I picked it up and I bit the fucking head off this ceramic thing, chipped my tooth.
No, you didn't.
Bruh.
You bit the head off of Jesus.
I bit the head off of Jesus. They told stories about it for years. Because after I worked for the speaker company and I left and I went to work for the newspaper for like 3 years, I went back to a .com, and it was the same dude. It was the same boss, because he started a .com and he had a new .com that was popular, and I went and worked for him again. And he literally had to ask his wife. He like, is it okay? Where is the guy like the fucking Jesus, guy? And she like forgave me or whatever.
Of course she did. Did you down all the beers right there too, just to fucking show her? Is that what happened? Or?
Oh my God, I don't know, Jerry, but I know that I never drank the same after that. Like I remember when I was 21.
It was Jesus that did it to you, bro. You went too far.
Yeah, when I was doing the 21-year-old thing, going out and getting hammered, I was always in the back of my mind. I'm like, I'm not like that again. Like, I mean, I still got drunk enough to have hangovers and to throw up and to do stupid things, to bite the heads off of Jesus and shit. But I never got like stupid alcohol poisoning again. I mean, at least not quite like that. So anyway, there's my story for the day.
Jesus head off is just fucking great. I want to see that. Like if I get to pick like certain scenes that I'll be able to see as I'm passing, you know, I want to see Troy biting the head off of Jesus. That's what I want to say.
Yo, did I say Monroe, Wisconsin? I mean, it was in Monroe, Wisconsin, but I don't recall saying Monroe, Wisconsin. Did I say Monroe, Wisconsin?
I missed it if you did.
Yeah.
You must have.
Dude, I remember hitting, it was at Turner Hall in Monroe, Wisconsin. I remember hitting my chin on the urinal. I remember walking into the men's room just fucking strutting, you know, drunk, and like slipping on the floor about 10 feet in front of the urinal, like just a little slip, you know? And then I had to like lunge myself forward to catch my body weight, and then cracked my fucking chin on the piss portion of the urinal. Bro.
See that one too. It's fucking great.
Yeah, this is why I smoke weed. Like I mean, I do stupid things on weed too, but alcohol is like a means for morality. Like,
yeah,
it's
Yeah, and you've got the stories to prove it, bro. It's fucking great. Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, Jerry,
Damn.
that was a good intro.
Yes, how about that? We should do a bowl now.
We should. We should. Do you want to do a bowl first? I haven't had a bowl all day. I have not vaped all day. The last time I vaped was, I mean, if you count like the 2 a.m. bowl, I had a bowl today.
Yeah,
But I haven't had a bowl since I woke up with my like morning wood. You know what I mean?
right. Well
Jerked
then,
off 3 times, didn't vape. Huh? How about that?
not once.
No, 3 times. Or vape.
but
No,
you
yeah, I haven't
didn't
vaped.
vape. Oh wow, okay. You jerking
But I'm
without
ready.
vaping? Jerking
I'm
without
ready.
vaping? What the fuck?
Well, I may not be ready after all. I may not be ready after all.
Oh, do I need to play a song? Huh?
You might need to play a song, Jerry.
Can we get Betty out here?
Oh, Black Betty, ram a jam.
Let's get some Betty going.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Good day, this is Betty White. Let's take some time to grind.
All right, we're gonna hit this thing here. Is that what we're gonna do?
Oh, night.
Old mate.
You gotta give me a moment.
All right.
Now I gotta grind some shit. Now I gotta grind some shit. Now I gotta grind some shit. Now I gotta grind some
What strain you got?
pink strawberry gelato.
Now I gotta grind some.
All right. All right.
I just pulled out a nug, dude.
Now I gotta grind some.
Old mate.
Oh, Mike. Now I gotta grind some shit.
Save $10, code Troy and Jerry.
Yo. Who out there has their XL Old Mate? Anybody? I didn't get mine yet. I wish.
Oh yeah, I got XL coming, and somebody sent me something. Showed me one that had a storage compartment in the lid too. That was pretty fucking.
Yeah,
dope.
that's the XL.
Fucking crazy, man. And a bearing for days. Apparently, this guy was.
It's
going
got
forever.
2 bearings like stacked from what I recall.
Oh shit! Orange Imposter likes his. Fucking far out. Luke, I'm all balling. I haven't broke out my herborizer in ages, Luke. I think about it a lot, and I'm gonna soon, but no, it's on the table in the other room. What'd you say, bro?
I said, what did you grind? Did you grind some good shizzle?
I had already ground, so I packed a bowl, but I was I had previously, just before the show, ground up this this Maven Blue Agape here from when you and I were hanging, and it's a real foxtaily looking motherfucker. Check out this motherfucker, man.
That should be a good, probably a sativa effect then, if it's the foxtaily one.
What it's I think a hybrid or an indica, but here you go. Check this puppy out.
Ooh, it looks like a penis.
Right?
Or it looks like Grimace. If Grimace had arms. Does Grimace have arms?
You could definitely do a cartoon with this motherfucker. I mean, he's
The
got
green.
fucking got some back here. Well, you know, so we got some fucking junk in the trunk, and
Grimace got back. It's like a Patrick Starfish nug. Exactly, Patrick Star. There you go.
that is perfect. Well done, Wally. That's the call. So that's what I'm popping off. How about you?
Apple tart is what I ground up.
Ooh, have I had that? I had apple something when I was there.
I don't think so. This is from one of those weed guys that you like, though, at that Santa Ana sesh.
Okay, right on.
That I think it's Orange County Boxes or whatever it was.
I don't remember the names of any of these things, you know. So
This is there was only like 2 guys there that really had weed that I would return to. This is one of them.
so one of the ones that we bought from when I
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah, the one the guy that did the like 31 grams for $100.
Oh, yeah, the guy that we met the first night and said, you know, he was the one who said, you can come sit up here if you want. He's the one who gave us the flower the second night to serve.
Yes. Did you hit your bowl?
I have a bowl ready. I have not hit it.
Let's hit that shit.
Let's hit that shit. You guys ready in the chat? Let's go, man.
I'm gonna put my filter in. Hit this one with a filter. Cheers, everybody. What's everybody hitting along with I know I'm fucking forgetting words already. I haven't even vaped yet. I'm already losing my words.
You're getting excited, aren't you?
Getting a boner. Ooh.
Damn. It's like going.
Ruby Twist, Mercury, Terp Hammer, Freight Train Bro.
Read them all,
Y'all
Troy.
talked too long, already been hitting it. I feel you.
Right? What are we at? Like 21 minutes and we're finally hitting something? 20 minutes?
How did we get to 21 minutes already?
I don't know. Me only because I'd hit something just before. So that's the only reason I was calm.
I probably told you the story about getting drunk when I was 20 at the MyTech Christmas party. That's probably what it was.
No, you haven't told me that one. Tell me that one.
That's what I just told you. When I got alcohol poisoning when I was 20.
I know, but you hit a bowl. I thought maybe we'd get it out of you again. I thought maybe we'd get you again.
Oh,
You're not that drunk, though.
Confusing me here. Confusing me.
Yeah,
Let me empty this bowl. Trying to develop a habit where I empty my bowl right after I vape it. You know why?
It's cleaner that way.
That's part one. Part two is because I've also developed this habit of like, hey, I want to vape a bowl, and then I'll look and I'll have like a spent bowl there. And no matter how many times I prove to myself that there's nothing there that's not worth hitting, about 50% of the time I still try to hit it. Like, I'll go to vape a fresh bowl. I'm like, oh, I got a spent bowl. And then I'll look, let's finish it just in case. And I'll put it there and I'll hit it. And it's like, ugh.
Gross.
And then I sucked all the heat off my balls. Phrasing.
Phrasing is right, bro. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Regardless.
So now I'm trying to empty my bowl as soon as I hit it. That way there's no opportunity to come along later and make poor judgment. Right?
Yeah, man. Future Troy will appreciate that every time, brother. I hear you on that. You can't stop the sloppy second thing I'm going to take there and see if there's anything left. And it's just because you left it. Like, I usually don't leave it if I think I've killed it. And if I think there's anything left, I might. And then I have that dilemma next time I come back around. I'm like, oh, fuck, do I hit that thing? Did I leave it for me later? What happened here? But I usually don't. I usually dump it out, and then it's kind of hard to clean out.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. If I left it there, I left it there for a reason, right? No, I didn't. I'm just fucking lazy. Put things in their home, and spent weed belongs in the bowler.
Got that right, brother.
What's your temperature there, Jerry? Are you warm in Florida?
80 to my watch says 80 right now. It was like 85, 86 today. I've about had it with these weathermen that keep telling me that it's in the 90s, but it feels like it's in the hundreds. Fuck all this feels like shit. Like, I know what shit feels like. I go outside, it's 80s and feels like 80s. I don't know what this shit is they're doing. Fucking feels like. The fuck? I think they're just trying to scare us into staying inside more. It's too hot out there, guys. It's gonna feel like 105.
Fear-based media. Speaking of fear-based media, Jerry, you about ready to bust into some news?
Ooh, we were doing some fear mongering tonight. We're gonna try to.
I want to monger some fear. Let's
manipulate some motherfuckers. Let's do it.
Getting Scoopy here.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Listen, I only got one story, only one thing I want to talk about tonight, and that is High Times is coming back because Josh Flopper, I can't remember his last name, Kissaman, something. The guy from Raw, Josh, super energetic. You've probably seen him in Instagram and stuff like that. He's buying High Times. They're buying High Times. High Times went under ship 2 years ago. They've been in receivership for a few months now with lawsuits and massive debt looming overhead. They burned down their brand, like in terms of trust. the community lost faith in them, and then all kinds of other shit happened. And we thought this cultural icon was going to be gone for good, but Josh from Raw has committed to it. He's buying it. I think it's like, I'm not even gonna throw a number out there. I want to say it was like 3.5 million.
Wow.
The number's out there for what he's buying it for. And I read in the story that Raw and the new High Times brand won't be held accountable for the debts of the old ownership's brand, which is a really good, solid first chance for bringing this thing back. He's already active on Instagram and on Twitter, talking about building a team, looking for an editor-in-chief, somebody who can come on board and rebuild an iconic brand like High Times. This is huge, Jerry.
Agreed, man. That was always such a cool mag when I was younger, and to see it go down really sucked. So this is great news, dude. I'm kind of stoked about this.
How many people have read High Times? How many like, what's your first memory of High Times? My first memory of High Times, Jerry, goes way back to the 90s. And I remember seeing High Times and seeing the buds on the cover of High Times and being like, what in the fuck is that? Like, I remember being so confused. Like, why is that flower? Why is why is the buds look so different than the weed that I smoke? What the fuck is going on here in Illinois? Didn't learn until years later that I was stuck in this area where we were just smoking Mexican brickweed, and High Times was like fucking unachievable for where I lived in those years, unless you knew like cocaine snorting adults who with connections. I didn't have those connections.
Yeah, I don't remember when, but I remember it was High Times that educated me on shit like White Widow and, you know, the Amsterdam scene and having to go there to get that shit. And man, I just remember I just wanted to go to Amsterdam and get White Widow for years because of what I saw in that magazine.
It's entirely possible that High Times, I forgot to do this. High Times is responsible for the spread of quality cannabis. I mean, I was trapped under Mexican brickweed world, looking at High Times, being like, "What is this?" I mean, That's like looking at a fucking Playboy. I mean, like, whoa,
yeah,
none of the women in my world look like this, which is also true.
And what's that?
But it spread awareness of quality cannabis and different consumption methods. I mean, I swear we built a bong based off of something that we saw in High Times.
I'll bet.
You know, there was growing content, people like Donnie Danko that were just like building legacies. It was all underground back then to the extreme, and the High Times content creators were taking that risk and exposing the counterculture, creating a platform of information. It's fucking kind of magical.
It's dope, man. That's all we had.
For us to do what we're doing now is pretty easy and relatively risk-free. Like, I failed. Fuck, I gotta go get a job again. Damn, that sucks. Those guys would have failed. They're going to jail. You know, like, it was a different era. Like, this is a mega icon. Anyway, Josh is bringing it back, which is huge. I think it could be huge. I'm going to speak transparently here. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus or burn any brands down. But when I came into this world as 420 Vape Zone, and I started working with vape companies, both for free and paid, trying to help everybody build better vapes, there was a vape company that paid me to build them better vapes and to help them with marketing. And we approached High Times. We wanted to get content. Like, how do we get some content here? And those best vape articles that they were pushing out every month, that's all paid. Those were all just ads. Like, I remember reading through that shit on there, and every month it'd be like, oh, look, it's the Arizer EQ, the best vaporizer. Oh, look, it's the Flower Mate this. Like, every month it's like they have a best vape like article advertorial going on. It's like each one of those 10, 15 grand a pop. And each one of those burns the trust of anybody and everybody that knows what they're talking about. And at this point, there's enough objective and honest vape reviewers out there covering the vape space so that when High Times goes out there and publishes, oh, look at the Magic Fly Launchbox #1 vaporizer 2025, it's easy to see that's fucking bullshit. So I look forward to a new era of High Times where the advertorials are gone and it truly is like a community driven, socially policed, objective information source. No more of that smearing and fucking spreading and just buying reputations. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Hopefully that clean slate makes it possible. You know what I mean? So they're not trying to get out from under that weight of everything by selling all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I look forward to it. I think it's gonna be, yeah, I knew this was gonna come over in the chat. There's always places where it's less legal, but it's getting better. It's getting better. Dude, I would love to have a collection of old High Times magazines. You know, like a few decades worth of High Times. Like, I think that would be really cool.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah. Damn, I don't have any. Like, I don't have any High Times magazines.
I was never going to subscribe to that and have that show up in my mailbox. You know what I mean? That was one of those. That was. I mean, like you said, they were pushing it when it was dangerous. I didn't even want to have it in my mail. Let alone, I can't imagine what they were going through.
Like contraband. Like it's essentially like, even if it's not illegal to have a magazine, you're seen with it now. Everybody knows. Now people know. Now you're a mark. Now you're an easy search and site.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fuck that noise.
Yeah. I'm so glad I live in California in 2025.
Yeah, dude, you got it made.
Yeah. So anyway, big news from Raw. Fuck, that's all I got for the news, Jerry.
You said that's all you were bringing. That's all you brought. It was good enough. Nice job.
That's the only thing that stood out to me as like, holy shizzle.
There we go.
Now on with the drizzle.
The drizzle.
Well, Jerry,
how you feeling after that ball, bro?
Feeling pretty good.
Right on.
I suppose we can pull out the vapes that we're talking about tonight.
Right on.
It's a bunch of them. A bunch of little vapes here. Let me clear my grinders, make some space.
Bunch of little vapes. Hang on, let me make you big here and see what we're doing. Let's see, does that bring us? No, does that bring us? No, stick with that. Shoot.
What are you doing?
I'm screwing around here trying to figure shit out, but that's what we need. So there we go.
Okay. So tonight we're going to cover these 4 portable vapes. The first one, the oldest one, I guess, Planet of the Vapes 1. And then we got the Planet of the Vapes Lobo. And I pulled out a brand new Lobo to make sure that I don't have any problems with my Lobo. We got the new Healthy Rips Fury 3. Beautiful. And the Healthy Rips Rogue 2. All of these vaporizers are similar. They're all made in the same factory, but they're all owned by different brands and sources, I guess. A couple disclaimers. Planet of the Vapes is a sponsor of the show, and they own, whoops, not these two. These two got their colors confused. And Jerry has an even more chance of being biased on this motherfucker because he was part of the development cycle for the Lobo. Like, he was involved with the company. He's still involved with the company as a consultant, and he helped them build this vape. He was their vape specialist, answering the questions and driving changes and doing all the testing. But we're going to try to identify differences between these vapes tonight and kind of figure out what is actually different in terms of performance and characteristics, features. Some of them have different features, not all of them, but there are some differences in terms of features, prices, and performance, and even carry, how they carry. So yeah, you ready, Jerry?
Yeah, man, nice intro. I do want to say, I'm really stoked about this. Are you freezing on your end, or is it just me that sees you freeze every now and then?
It might be me. I'm kind of warm and sweaty. I'm definitely not cold, but my video might be freezing. Might be jittery. I don't know.
Let me know in the chat if you see him, because I don't know if it's me or not, because I had that show up the other day. Anyhow, what I was going to say is, one thing that I'm stoked about is these healthy Rips vapes come standard with this dimple glass stem here, just like the one in the Lobo. And I like that because I pushed to get that standard on the one back in the day when everybody was using straight tubes. And I was like, no, dude, these are just better. Just put it on there and let's just get everybody doing it. And so when I got him to do that, I was in my head, I was kind of predicting that would go elsewhere. Like they wouldn't be the only ones to do it, that other companies would do it. And so I'm stoked to see Healthy Rips do it, because I'd like to see it be everywhere where somebody's using one of these glass stems. The dimples are just easy and they make it perform better. So go for it.
Yeah. Those little dimples make a pretty big difference in not only cooling, but also the organic particles collect more in the glass when there's some curvature. There's a little more surface area like that. So a nippled glass will catch more tiny little flecks of dust and organic particles from the bowl, stuff that leaks through the screen. What'll happen is the inside layer will accumulate some reclaim oil, and then that stickiness will stick more of the those little particles, and those little particles create harshness. So the more particles you can catch, the smoother your vapor will be. Those bent stems from a riser, those stems were always like a really good showcase of that effect. Like it'd be like straight and then bend, and right where the bend would be like just massive amounts of organic material accumulated.
True. And it's amazing how much that one little bend helps. But I've done the side by sides with all the mouthpieces that Planet of the Vapes has, and the bent one is now the hottest one that they offer, because they don't have the straight one anymore that doesn't have dimples. And the dimples here with 4 of them side by side, it's just cooler. So yeah, right on.
Okay, so I think the real questions and curiosities are going to be, are the Rogue and the Fury 3 as capable as the Lobo? Because in terms of the history of these vaporizers, there's the Healthy Rips Fury and Fury 2. Wonderful little budget portables. The Fury 2 was my pick, 420 Vape Zone's like best budget vape for like 3 years. Like it was a popular vape. Really good pick. The one came out and it had all of the features of the Fury 2 with some additional ones. Like they improved on some things. But what the performance line is the one and the Fury 2, you'd get 5 or 6 really good inhales of vapor. And then after that, it just kind of like tails off. And for me, my complaint with the Fury 2 line and the one has always been, when's the vapor done? Like I'm always feeling like there's still a little bit left and there's not enough power to just fucking finish the bowl. Like that's how I always feel whenever I use the Fury 2 and the one. And the Lobo differentiated there. The Lobo crossed that line. The Lobo is the first of this line of vaporizers to have a clear and obvious, like, that bowl is done. Like, hit it 5 times, 6th hit, that's why'd I do that? Never got that feeling with the one or the Fury 2, but the Lobo does it. So I think we can start by saying to the Fury 3 and the Rogue 2, do that. Let's vape a bowl and test it.
Is that the first thing you want to fuck with? Is see if they like stop vaporizing? Is that what you're saying? Or
well, I mean, that's a good point. That may not be the first thing we should test, because the first thing I want to test is probably the first potent hit. Like I want to crank up each vape and take that first hit, because the Lobo shined in terms of I hit this thing as hard as I could, and it hit me back. Not a lot of little portable vapes do that, Jerry. When I hit the Lobo, it spanks me. Like it hurts. It'll hurt me. Like this vape will make me cough my dick off, and it'll slap.
So you want to do the Lobo and which vape?
The Rogue
The
and
big
the
one.
Fury
Okay,
3.
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
My Rogue and my Fury have the little cap, the little silicone cap that they have with it too. So little smell proof silicone thing.
yeah.
And,
The
by the
Lobo
way,
doesn't come with that, does it?
no. This type of accessory is not even an option for Planet of the Vapes. It doesn't exist. It's this particular thing I've only seen with Healthy Rips products, and
Okay.
it's kind of cool because it now you can little protection on the glass. I'm sure it helps with the smells. That was the whole point of the thing.
It
So
helps with the smell, and it actually helps prevent like dust from getting in the mouthpiece. I don't know if you can see my mouthpiece, but
gotcha.
I've been carrying this one, and there's dirt in there. There's a lot of dirt in there. Like I was just Q-tipping that out while you were talking before, and it's still dirty.
I want to say one of the things I like about the Planet of the vapes is the style that you can get the different colors and shit like that. And it's also what I really liked about this Rogue too when I got it. This chrome is just fucking beautiful. And I don't know, you'll have to tell me if this is available or if they've changed it, but whatever they've got is a beautiful chrome, I believe. So
I believe it's limited. It's like the launch edition, and I think they still have it available, but now they also have like a gray version that matches your Fury 3. I believe that's the color and finish that they offer now. I believe.
Okay.
Don't quote me on it. I try to keep up, but there's hundreds of vapes out there, and I'm finding that I'm just not capable of keeping all the details in my head anymore. No matter how autistic I get, like they don't retain anymore.
So you can kind of see the difference.
Real quick, before we vape, let's talk about these interfaces, because the interfaces are all essentially the same. They all have like the power button and the up down button, and they all have a display. But the buttons on the Lobo are like, I don't know the term here, Jerry. It's like there's a layer of rubber over it. I don't know if it's
rubberized maybe or something. Rubberized. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's waterproof, but it definitely would be a little resistant compared on the buttons. I'm not sure if the outer edge is, but just looking at it seems like it would do a better job with a splash than any of these other ones.
Yeah.
But we didn't build it to be waterproof, so that's not what we're saying.
yeah. That's exactly what my point is. Like they might be more durable in some settings, but it doesn't mean that the device itself is more durable or more prone or more strength against the moisture. The
one thing that was a focus on the buttons, is that they be smooth
flush
to the surface, flush, so that you couldn't, if it was on the table, it wasn't going to get pushed or anything. So that was a focus.
Okay. The Healthy Rips devices use a unibody design, and I believe it's like a zinc alloy. It's remarkably tough. Like
and the one.
Oh, the one is the same. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah, they all use this zinc alloy unibody where the body is made and the vape is squished into it. The Lobo isn't quite like that. The Lobo is made out of a tube and has end caps on the top and bottom.
Right.
So the unibodies are going to be more durable in a lot of ways, in terms of like if you put this in a sock and beat the shit out of somebody, you'll be able to murder all kinds of people and then still vape your weed after. The Lobo might not take that abuse, but the Lobo has the removable battery in the bottom, which is a lot more appealing than murdering people to a lot of people.
True. The Lobo is also the only one with a charge port that's not on the bottom, so that you can stand it up and charge it. The one and these other two have it on the bottom. If that matters to you, that's not a huge deal. But if you want to stand it up, this would be the only one that you do that with.
Or you have to stand it up with like the charge port hanging over the edge of the table, which is what I do.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. That would actually that would scare the fuck out of me, man. I feel like it would get knocked down.
My
But I
charge
see it.
ports come from underneath the table anyway,
Oh,
so
perfect.
so it kind of works.
Love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they all have like the slide off mouthpiece with like magnets. They all have like a little silicone screen grommet type of thing down there. The bowls,
They're a little different there though. The again, the one is like the Fury and the Rogue,
I
where
keep
that's
ignoring the one.
a silicone gasket holding the screen, so that they all have a silicone there, and the Lobo has a silicone ring way out here, like the Stores and Bickles, so that it's out of the flow, and then a little bit of peak plastic here. So, but again, the one is just like the Healthy Rips ones, but the Lobo's a little different there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and does the one slide off? It does slide off.
Yeah, that was
originally it didn't.
correct.
And
So
then
glad they updated that.
yeah, me too. Me too. Can you talk about the bowl materials on these?
I know that the Planet of the Vapes ones are titanium. I'm not sure about the Healthy Rips. I know that for the longest time they were running stainless steel, but if I'm not mistaken, one of these or something new of theirs has titanium ball also now.
I'm pretty sure that they also switched to titanium. I think.
Okay, and I don't know if it's for all their vapes or just the Rogue 2. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure.
I mean, it makes sense because it's super responsive thermally, so it heats up real quick, and it works well for transferring heat to the herb. Yeah, Frank says I'm pretty sure it's titanium as well.
That's what I thought too, Frank. What about the Fury? I don't think the Fury. I don't know if the Fury 3 is. I don't know if they made those or not. So I'd be curious if anybody knows if that is titanium or not. Maze, are you talking about the Fury or the Rogue there? They might all be titanium for all I know.
The hole patterns on the Fury 3 are different than the Rogue and the Lobo. So if you look at the actual holes down there,
yeah, I want to look at that.
So the Rogue is circular and the center is also holes. The Lobo is circular and the center is not holed with like a little bullseye. And then the Fury 3 is a hexagon.
The one as well is a hexagon, I think. Yeah, the one is a hexagon too.
Okay. So that's probably the same part, I would assume.
I mean, I think it's the same bowl. And I need to find a dosing capsule to confirm it, because that's how I would ultimately tell. I was looking for one the other day and couldn't find it, which is a real disappointment.
The Simrel scoop fits like perfectly in the bowl with like no wiggle room. And it's the same on both.
Okay. All right, good. If you think they're the same. I think they're the same, but I haven't measured them. I'm not going to state that they're the same, but I think they're the same.
The Fury might be a little deeper. Same diameter, but a little deeper.
I was wondering about that, and I didn't measure it. I stuck something in there, and it appeared to be the same, but I don't know.
It's a little deeper. It's a little bit deeper. The Fury 3 is a little bit deeper, and the vape itself is a little bit taller, so I'm going to assume it's got more battery power. The one is pretty soft in battery. You only get like 4 bowls per charge. I haven't pushed the Fury 3 beyond that, so I'm not sure what its potential is.
Help me remember this correctly. The Fury was the same size as the one, correct? The original Fury.
The Fury 2.
The Fury 2 was a little bigger, or was the Fury 2?
No, the Fury 2 and the Fury were the same size.
Okay, so they were the same as the one, and the Fury 3 is the one that now has the increased battery capacity.
The Fury Edge had a larger battery. I want to say it was like 25% battery.
I remember that.
Yep. There was the Fury Edge, and then there was the Fierce that had the removable battery. The Force. Yeah. Force. I'm ready to hit the Rogue and the Lobo side by side and see how the hit compares. Is one Is one hotter? Is one harder? Is one tastier? Is one harsher? I don't know. I think it's gonna take a side by side to test it. Let's do it.
I won't say what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't want to hear your opinion.
Yeah. I don't either.
Not yet.
Nobody wants to hear my opinion.
How do you like to pack your vapes of these variety?
I always pack them the same. It's one of these Planet of the Vape scoops that there's a scoop that fits the Lobo. It's the bigger Planet of the Vape scoop, and I fill that up, and then I just loosely fill the oven and just gently tamp it down. I don't want to pack it hard or anything.
Yep, we're the same.
So yeah, there you go.
I'm using the Simrel scoop.
Nice.
The Rogue is going to take a little bit more than the Lobo, it seems. Oh no! Did the Lobo take more than the Rogue? Which vapes are you packing?
I would think they're the same, but if they're different, they're not very different. I would have to measure them, which I can do. After these bowls, when we empty them, I can measure them. I've got a caliper here that I can go deep and wide with it.
Deep and wide, Jerry says.
Wide.
All right, what vape temperature do you want to start at? I'm thinking of being realistic and going to like 390.
Well, I'll do whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me. We can
do whichever you want.
I'll do 390 with you.
Okay, 390. 390 it is then.
All right.
I'm going to start with the Lobo.
Oh, okay. We're doing one at a time. Got it. Lobo.
Well, I want to hit it as soon as it's ready, or I want to hit both of them at the same amount of preparedness. Like, so if the Lobo is ready and I give it 5 additional seconds, which I usually do, I'll do the same for the Rogue. But I don't want to turn them both on at the same time because that'll give one of them more warm up time than the other. You know
All right.
what I mean?
Well, your Lobo is going to take about 45 seconds, and the Rogue is going to be somewhere around 30. So the Lobo is slower than the Rogue to get to temperature.
Okay. So I'll do the Lobo first.
Do you want them to buzz at the same time?
No, I want to hit the Lobo before I turn the Rogue on.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were going to turn them on around the same time. So, okay, got it.
No, because I want to taste the first hit. I want to hit it hard and give it a big first hit, and then compare that hard first hit to the same first hit on the Rogue.
Okay, so I'll put the Rogue down. We'll start with the Lobo. We'll hit it. Then we'll turn the Rogue on.
Yeah.
Okay, so starting with the Lobo, go for it. And at 390.
At 390
with the stock mouthpiece.
Yeah, so 3 clicks turns the Lobo on, right? And I'm going to set it to 390. So there's the display screen. Oops, mine's set to 389. There's 390. So the session timer starts even though it's not up to temperature.
Correct. And the session timer, you can change anywhere from 3 to 6 minutes. So what's yours set at? Are you at 4? Because I've got mine set to 6. So I can just go.
Yeah, mine's set to 4.
Okay. You probably won't need it. It's usually a quicker session. So
yeah. So there's the 390. I'm going to give it some Janet Jackson. Actually, that's not the Janet Jackson thing. Cheers. Terpy, tasty. I could have hit it harder, but I didn't want to die so much on stream. And I was starting to feel some heat on my lips. Like, I'm not sure if it's from the vapor crossing my lip or if it's the tip of the glass. The glass does feel warmer, though. And that's a sign that it's pulling heat out of that vapor. And there's heat in the vapor. It's potent.
So are you going back to the Lobo? Okay, so we'll just keep hitting this then.
Yeah, I think that's I think that's the most accurate way for me to get a gauge of the potency is just to like crush a bowl with it and then crush the bowl with the same attack style on the Rogue and see how they compare.
When I'm above 380, 390 on this thing, I'll either take, like, I don't take those super long rips. I'll take a pause somewhere in there, you know, like, and then pause and then keep going. Or I'll do a lot of mouth to lung too, because this one gets hotter.
It
with
does
this
get hot.
mouthpiece. Like this mouthpiece right here. If I want to take a long rip, I'm gonna change this mouthpiece out on the higher temps. I can do it on the lower temps. So on the higher ones, I want a different mouthpiece.
Yeah. And there's a lot of convection here. So like with all that convection, you're pulling heat. It can get harsh if you're ripping hard. If you're direct inhaling on a Lobo and just fucking hoovering that mother, it's a bit harsh. Slowing down makes the vapor a lot better. That bowl's pretty much cooked.
Yeah, I'm done already too. I got about 4 good hits, and then a bunch of little ones that were kind of getting lighter at that point.
Yeah, like I'm still getting vapor, but it tastes like ass.
Yeah, this is when I'm done. It starts to wane and the taste is turned. I'm like, I'm not done. I'm not going further with that.
Yeah, fell right out of the bowl. It's cooked. It's cooked. All right.
How's the
8 seconds left.
How's the gosh, how evenly cooked is it? That's what I love about mine is it's really nice and even.
Yeah. I mean, there was a little bit of lightness in the, looks like in the center maybe, but nothing to complain about. Nothing to complain about.
So
And the Rogue is already packed. I'm going to give it a minute because I'm not capable of taking that first hit like I hit the Lobo with just yet.
drink some water, bro.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Drink some water, man.
How about some Coke? Probably worse.
Do you, brother? Do you? Do you?
God, Diet Coke tastes like shit.
Yeah, I no, bro. Like I don't drink soda anymore except on rare occasion, and when I do, it's a legit fucking soda, like a full sugar full IBC or an old school Pepsi, or you know what I mean. But I'm not doing this fucking diet shit anymore, man. I grew up on Tab. Fuck that shit.
Tab?
Yeah, man. Like when I was a kid, my mom was heavy into that, and of course, then I was too. And we're talking elementary school. I was drinking Tab all the time, just saccharin bombs.
The guy that used to cut my hair had a soda machine, like a pop machine that took quarters. And it was the old school style where like you put in a quarter and then you open the door and there's like 8 slots and you like lift the thing and then the soda can pops out and you grab it from that little slot. And he always kept Tab in it. He liked Tab. And he would always tell everybody that it was the best soda for belching.
For the noise or the taste, I wonder. That's interesting. So
Probably the volume.
once I got off the Tab, I found Mr. Pibb. That's the shit. Mr. Pibb will give Dr. Pepper a run for his money. So
Hey. Don't be boosting that guy's reputation.
There,
He doesn't even have a PhD, man.
It's Pibb, bro. It's Pibb.
What about Pib Extra?
What is that?
It's like a bitier Pib.
Don't know anything about it, but I drank a lot of Mr. Pibb back in my surf shop days.
I like Mr. Pibb too, man. I like Mr. Pibb. I like Dr. Pepper. Actually, You know what? Mr. Pibb might be a little better. Might be a little sweeter. Come to think of it.
Did I tell you I got an ice maker?
At home?
Yeah, no, like I got one for the countertop. It makes those real small little chewable cubes.
Okay.
So, dude, I'm like, I've got a mug that I freeze, like one of those. It's actually a Duff mug from Universal. It's got that shit in it that freezes real easy, and that's in the freezer. I pull that out. I fill it up with that fucking great ice, and then I get a fucking hopefully an IBC root beer, but sometimes it's A&W, whatever they got. But usually root, and I'll pour that in there and just slowly drink that. And dude, that's the way to do a soda. That's the best soda ever, right there, man. That ice soaks it up, and when you chew the ice, you get some of the flavor. It's fucking great.
Okay. Wait. What?
My ice with the root beer.
The ice soaks up the flavor?
Yeah, because this ice machine is creating those little pellets that are soft, and so they tend to get a little bit of it in there. So it's not like water; it's like water with a little bit of your soda flavor in it. By the time you chew on them, you tracking me? Or are we too high for this one? We're too high for this one, Troy. You just got to come over and see it, man. You just got to come over, and I'll hook you up with the best soda you've ever had in your fucking life.
Does your countertop ice maker? So like you make ice with it, and then you got to like put the ice in the freezer? Is that how it works?
Well, yeah. I mean, well, you can get some that keep it cold, but this one just it doesn't hook up in anything. You just plug it into the wall, fill the reservoir. 15 minutes later, it's kicking out ice. You can start enjoying the ice. I keep it going until I fill up the bucket that's in the freezer, and I'm going to keep it in there. And then every now and then I'll break it out and fill it up again like that.
Yeah, I need something like this in my life.
It's great, man. I think mine's a Frigidaire. Do they make those? It was a brand I'd heard of. So it was about $130.
Okay.
Which is a good price for it. I think they're supposed to be like 180. So the one that I got, you can get them cheaper. So
I want one that makes clear ice.
They make the ones that make bullet ice. You can get tons of them that make the bullet ice, which is the one with that long hole through it. I'm not sure if it's clear, if it's cloudy, and I'm not sure what makes it clear, but clear ice usually doesn't chew very well.
Okay.
That shit's hard. You know what I mean?
All right. I don't know if I want to chew ice, but I appreciate your insights.
Yeah, man.
I used to work with a guy who would chew ice, and it'd make me want to punch him in his fucking face. He was just constantly chewing ice, and the worst part about it, the part that drove me nuts, like after lunch, he would go to like Arby's or Beefaroo, and he'd get a soda, and then he'd finish his soda, and he would chew the ice. And when it came down to like getting the last few cubes of ice that would like kind of stick at the bottom of the cup, this motherfucker would straight up like be banging the cup on his face, like, and I'd be like staring at him, like, fuck, man, like,
at the side of the cup, you dickhead.
It's
classic. Smacking it,
just banging it on his face, trying to get the cup, the ice to go into his mouth.
That's fucking great, man.
I miss Volt too, dude. You know how much Volt I drank at that job?
I don't even remember what Vault is. Assume it's a soda.
It was like Mountain Dew, but it was like Coke's version or something.
Okay. So you get me. You get the PIB thing.
Yeah. Well, that was the job where when I started, they were like, let us know what you want for drinks and for snacks, and we'll keep it stocked.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Vault and chips, baby. Keep them coming.
Yeah. Well, that was what I was like, I drink Mountain Dew. And they're like, oh, all the other developers drink Mountain Dew, so it's perfect. And then we drank Vault. We switched to Vault. We drank Surge for a while. Dude, there was a time in my life where I was drinking like 13 cans of Mountain Dew a day. Just at work. Like just at my fucking day job. Yeah. I quit that shit.
That's a lot. Fuck all that.
Bruh.
But, you know, what are you going to do, man? I'm coding for 4 days straight. Give me the fucking Vault and chips, bitch.
The free
and the
soda?
mouse pad. My mouse pad is broken. I need a new mouse pad.
They had free soda and free snacks. They had like M&Ms and Skittles and shit, like in those like cereal dispensers, you know, like the big aquarium tanks where like you put your cup or your bowl underneath it and you turn the wheel and it just like keeps the M&Ms coming. Dude, Reese's Pieces, you name it, all of it. Put your hand on it.
Jeez. That'll kill you, man. But okay, keep you awake, keep you coding.
I'm ready for the Rogue. What was
Me
the
too.
temperature? 390.
390.
Oh,
Sir.
my Rogue is set to 430. What the fuck you doing, Holmes?
Mine too.
Trying to hurt somebody? All right, let's watch this one heat up. This one does heat up pretty quick.
Yeah, it'll be faster.
But is it really ready?
I think so. The Lobo, it needed longer to heat up. I mean, it's a more restricted draw, and it's a more saturated heat, so it needed a little longer. Mine just buzzed.
Same. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wasn't as punchy as the Lobo, but also wasn't as harsh. Smoother. Tasted better.
Yeah, that was a tasty, light hit.
Oh.
I like that second hit.
Second hit delivers.
Yeah, I like that.
Second hit delivers on a platter. Fluffy, girthy. Very nice. More airflow on the Rogue. Almost to the point where it feels loud. Like, am I doing it in the microphone or what's going on here?
No, that's actually a characteristic of all these other three vapes. They're louder with the intake, and they all have the same more open draw.
Yeah, it is more open. This is more open than the Lobo. It's not as punchy, but it feels as potent. Just a different curve of the potency. You know what I mean? So far it feels as potent. I am coughing less with the Rogue. It doesn't have the same bite. Like the Lobo has a little bit of like a bitiness to it. The Rogue is smoother. Starting to get to the end of the bowl. Was that 5 hits? So about the same.
I feel like mine's done.
It was a beautiful sesh.
That was nice.
Yeah, the flavor's gone now. Still some vapor coming out, but
This looks like almost the same cook. You know what I'm saying? Maybe no, it really does look the same. I was going to say maybe a shade lighter, but I don't even think so. I think it's the same.
Yeah, we should have saved them.
We can always do that again.
Yeah, I'm dumped right out. That's nice. That's nice, Jerry. Terp sneezes. Look, I think this was a 5-minute sesh. I had a whole minute left. About the same time. Because the Lobo was a 4-minute sesh. Crushed it in 4 minutes.
Oh, you had your Rogue set to 5 or 6 minutes?
Hold up, I'll leak it here, Jerry.
I didn't even notice how long my timer was on mine because I just went at it. Let me see how long the timer was on mine. Not that it matters. I just turned it off when it was done. And
holy shit.
I know it's going to tell me.
Let me turn it back on so I can see the sesh timer. 360 seconds.
That's what your sesh timer? Mine hasn't. Oh, I'm at 270. Or maybe that was 280. I don't know, but
I can't math right now, man.
that's around
6 minutes.
Close to 5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5
Oh,
minutes.
for you, 6 minutes. If you had 360, I was under 300. So
Yeah, it was 6 minutes.
I want to hit the 1. I want to see what that feels like after the Rogue. Oh, I got to grind, man. I got to grind, baby. It's time to hit that nug I showed you earlier.
But you got a nug? You showed me a nug?
The one I showed you earlier. The
the
foxtaily fucker.
The foxtaily, the grimace, the Patrick Starfish.
Yes, the Patrick Starfish. So yeah, what should I do? Should I yank the butt off this fucker?
Yep.
I'm gonna yank that off.
Yep,
Okay.
that's what I would do. I would probably take 2 of those lobes. Take that one and then the next one.
Well, I've got this one that was loose in there too, so I do have 2.
Okay.
So I can save these for the next one. Yeah, but then we'll get those side guys there too. So right on.
I got the Diet Coke burps.
Is that good or is that bad?
No, it reminds me of deer hunting. I always had the Diet Coke burps when I was deer hunting.
What?
What?
You said deer hunting?
Yes.
Okay.
I used to deer hunt with my dad.
And that's what the Diet Coke burps remind you of?
Well, yeah, because like I'd be like walking, like we'd be on these drives, you call it, as you walk through the woods, trying to scare the deer or shoot the deer. And I'd have just drank a Diet Coke. So like I drank a Diet Coke or 2, and then I'd be walking and belching Diet Coke burps because like you get that foamy, warm Diet Coke effect. Yeah, Diet Coke burps.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that
sounds
weird.
Better than Tab.
That's the second time I thought about deer hunting today. I thought about it once earlier as well.
Did you do much of that younger or just some?
Yeah, I grew up deer hunting with my dad.
Right on.
Yeah, and then I discovered girls, weed.
Said, hey, Dad, fuck this shit. I like the drugs and chicks. Oh my God, that's great.
Yeah, I grew up where like they would take me out of school. I would get to like skip a day of school in like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade to like go deer hunting, like opening day, you know?
Fucking great, dude. That's a great way to skip school. I love it.
Right?
Hell yeah. I got my 1 packed up. Are you doing a 1?
Bro, you're doing the 1? I think I'm gonna go straight to the Fury because I've had a lot of bowls with the 1 already. I know the 1 pretty good. I wanna see what the Fury is compared to the Rogue because I haven't done a 2-fist style comparison with the Rogue and the Fury yet.
Are you going to do a 1 bowl after this then? Because I am going to
Yeah.
do a 1 bowl. Okay, so we'll do the Fury first, you're saying. Right.
Well, you can do the 1.
I figure we'd do the same vapes together. You know, talk about them.
Well, I'm sorry.
That's cool. I'm packing the Fury. Let's roll.
Now I feel bad. You want to do the 1 first? Because you said you want to do the 1.
I did. But if you want to do the Fury, that's cool.
I just feel like I'm already really fucking high, you know?
Yeah.
And
you want to do the one you haven't done as many on.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I heard. Well, cool. I'm packing it. Let's do the Fury and then we'll do the 1. Dude, I'm playing a classic rock playlist I built ages ago, and it's on just shuffle. But Flash Gordon just came on, man. Remember Flash Gordon, the song?
I can't say that I do.
By Queen. You don't remember Queen doing Flash Gordon?
I mean, I know of Queen, but I mostly know of Queen from Wayne's World. You know, like that's like the rebirth of Queen when Wayne's World came out. My
Yeah,
dad
that
took
was
me to
after
see
Black
Wayne's
Ford.
World and got mad at me for letting him take me to see Wayne's World. He didn't enjoy Wayne's World. All right, my
Mine
Fury
was
3
bugged.
is ready, Jerry. I'm hitting
Yeah,
this.
mine too.
That was really bright. I'm not sure if it was the clean mouthpiece effect compared to my Lobo and my Rogue 2, but that was really bright. It was a very bright taste.
That had the most terp bite of anything I've hit tonight. That's what I noticed. As the others didn't have that. This one gave me a good terp bite on that.
Huh. Huh. Huh.
I'm getting a little lighter, more flavorful on this one too. On the second hit as well. Like it wasn't that second Rogue hit. It was more. This is a little lighter. Like the third hit might be the money one here.
I think the second and third hit were really good. Even the first hit was really good. I may not be full lung capacity right now, though, man. I'm fucking kind of feeling it. Like I may be taking smaller hits, which makes it feel just as potent, but it feels just as potent. It's serving really nice, really tasty, and the blue matches my shirt.
I like that blue, bro. That's dope. I'm getting a lighter ride overall on this one. And I felt like that when I'd used it before. Like maybe I want to turn this one up a little bit.
I don't know if it's a lighter ride or just a smaller bowl. You know what I mean? Because I just took my fifth hit and I crossed into that kind of spent territory, like getting that kind of spent taste.
I bumped it up to 400 and then I got the spent taste, but I didn't at 390.
Yeah, I'm getting the spent taste now at that 390.
I think this one's done.
With a minute 20 seconds left. I think the sesh timer started at 420.
Oh, did it? That would be cool. I didn't check it.
Yeah, it's spent. It's good. I mean, it's got vapor, but the taste is not good. And it's starting to get a little bit harsh. But I'm going to take one more anyway.
This one's
it's cooked. It's cooked.
Mine's just a little darker this session, but remember I turned it up 10 degrees for a hit or two, but not much darker. I mean, just slightly. Again, we're getting really good, even, completely roasted bowls here. I like this.
This one didn't. Good. This one didn't just fall out like the others. This one I actually had to like use the needle in my debowler.
Right.
The other one, I think this is because the other bowl is slightly bigger, just a touch. Makes a little difference, you know.
These are dope, man. I love the fucking chrome look. Nice vapes, man. I approve. These are great. My one is loaded and ready whenever you are.
Jesus. Fury 3 has a aggressive vibrator in it. Vibrated scared the piss out of me right there.
There you go, man. That with the colors, chicks love it.
All right. I'm going to load my one, Jerry. After a little hydration break.
Yeah, I could do some hydrate.
Let's see what's going on in the chat.
Hydrate.
Anyone in the chat have any of these vapes? Lobo is great. How about it? The other ones? Anyone have a Fury 3 or a Rogue 2?
Yeah, we got some healthy rips guys in here, man.
Dude, there's so many Lobo.
Tell me how you guys, if you're using the Lobo, tell me how you like it. Like temperature, glass piece, style of it. We got a Rogue 2 right there, right on. Let's see, what do I got here, man? Wild Night. I got some Van Morrison going on in this playlist, man. This is great.
Lobo.
390 with glass, extended glass. So the globe is what I would call that. And then 400 to 420 on the right on. Right. Lobo Gordito 410, right on. Love it around 400, 410. Right.
Fury Edge. There we go.
There we go. Now we're talking. Bent glass or dimple glass, very good. Ooh, Simrel, nice. And with capsules, very good. Look at these, man. 356 Globe. I bet that tastes real good. Globe at 390. Gordito, Lobo. 365 water pipe and a tabletop. Ah, nice. Cool. Tabletop vase. This is great, man. This is good. This is very helpful for me, man. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I love the cube, man. The cube is fun with the way the water runs around in there. You ready for some one man, or are we holding off a little bit?
I'm going to eat a candy.
Right on.
I'm leaking again. My face is leaking. My nose is getting raw from the paper towels, Jerry.
Yeah, I'll bet, motherfucker. That's funny.
These candies are crazy. These they feel like grapes.
Oh, right on. Yeah, they're kind of soft a little bit. I like that.
Let me show you one.
I like this Dustin Miller. That's a cool idea. Starting at about 375, because I'll set mine to 430 all the time, but that's cool. You're hitting it on the way up. Oh yeah, nice. That's a little. That looks like a little butthole on each end. That little pucker.
It does have a little anus on each end.
Very nice.
They're kind of like peelable, like it's a skin.
Oh, like the bananas you fucking gave me when I was there. Remember the candy bananas that you had me peeling?
Yeah, the peelers, those are good.
Yeah, those are fucking great.
But this is like it's like a grape skin. It's like actually kind of tough.
Right. You don't have to do that though. You can eat that shit.
Yeah, you don't have to. And I never do actually. I always just yeah. It feels like what I imagine a testicle would feel like in my mouth. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm not eating that, bro. You can have all you want. Thanks for the warning. Gonads, the best candy ever. What the fuck? And now you're just going to go in for more nose pain, aren't you?
They're gummy gonads.
You're not going to blow your nose again, are you?
I only imagined it for the sake of describing what it feels like. I take no pleasure in the thought. Yeah, I'm going to blow my nose in this.
I really feel for your nose, man. Like there was a short period there when you were using Kleenex and things were going really well. You had a nice little tissue box. I think it was like puffs or something, and even the lotiony kind. And then I think you just ran out and didn't replace them or something. But
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I have a box of puffs on my nightstand next to my bed.
let's get you one for the office, man.
Yeah, you're right. I should.
Poor nose. Damn it.
Poor nose. Yeah.
Poor nose. Don't.
Okay. Oh, you ready to fuck ourselves up some more with the Planet of the Apes 1? This is the cheapest. We should look at some prices. I think the Fury 3, I just wrote these things down like 2 days ago.
The Lobo is like 160. I think the Fury 3, or I think the Rogue 2 is like $10 less or something. Is that right?
I think the Rogue 2 is 140.
Like 139?
Yeah.
Here comes the price man. Troy going to show us.
And the Fury 3 is 119.
119. All right. And then the one is 99, I think.
99, yeah.
Yeah. So 99, 119, 139, 159. Yeah, basically $20 bump for each one. Starting with the one, Fury, Rogue, Lobo. Cool.
So far, I'm really liking the Fury 3. Like, that seemed like almost as much as the Rogue 2's power, but like a smaller bowl. Let's hit the one. Did you already go?
No. For me, I think I liked my Rogue 2 session better than my Fury 3 session. That second hit on the Rogue 2 was pretty fucking righteous. I liked that.
It was pretty righteous.
Oh, shit, 390. I got to turn it down to 390.
I think the Rogue 2 got me the highest. Like I'm feeling recovered from the THC effect from the Fury 3 already.
That's what's hard when we started with the two big bowls. You know what I mean? And then we roll into these little bowls.
Roll into the small ones.
Cheers.
Did I load it? Son of a bitch.
Ooh, that's got the terp bite of the Fury right there. That might even have a little more, or maybe it's because of the fourth session. It's a little rougher. Damn.
Okay. I don't know what to think about that. Was that the first hit or the second hit? I don't know.
That was the first hit, right? You just put weed in it?
Yeah, I forgot. I hit it first without having weed in it because I'm a dumbass, Jerry. I forgot to load it.
Right. No, the weed takes some time to heat up, so it's not going to immediately come to temp.
Dude, it's every bit as tasty as the other ones. Like in a blind taste test, it's going to take somebody with some experience to differentiate these four. Seriously. Like if you pick people off the street and had all four of these going, people aren't going to be able to know the difference with the blindfold on unless they have some time with them.
The one and the Fury, I would have to use a little bit to tell the difference. The Rogue 2, I think I can tell the difference, and of course the Lobo is one I can tell the difference.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you know these vapes, you could pick them out blindfolded. That's different. That's different.
Right. But what I'm saying is that the one in the Fury, not tonight. Like if I had you sit here and hand them to me, I don't know that I could tell the difference tonight.
Yeah, I don't know that I could either tonight. Maybe in the sesh graph, like this one had a pretty clear, like after 5 hits, like, yeah, that bowl is spent. From what I remember, the one isn't quite like that, but we're gonna find out right now.
Yeah, I'm getting an end to my one is ending. That's definitely done.
Let's see if that terp's going with mine.
That bugger's done. These were all at 390 tonight. And yeah, they're just there you go. Here's another one. Looking great. Man, I've been so happy with this platform for so long, man. I love it. I was really glad when Planet of the Vapes decided to do the one and wanted to tweak it, because I had wanted them to carry something from that platform for years. And so I've respected that platform forever. Like, I would expect nothing but excellence from any of these vapes. You know what I mean? Like, solid shit.
Yeah, these
Been
are
that way
all
for years.
these are all really good options. Yeah, I did taste the end. There was still some terp flavor from the strain that I'm vaping tonight in the last hits, but I could still taste the end. It's not as bad as I originally making it sound. But as a stickler, I probably could have hit that 2 or 3 more times and still had some tastes in there. I just have to spend more time with the Fury 3, but I felt a pretty solid end to the sesh. I think the vapor was smoother in terms of like the relationship and airflow, things like that with the heater and the bowl. But vapor was similar signature and profile across all of them, with the Lobo being probably the I don't know if the most convection or the harshest, hottest, the easiest to fuck it up. Like, if I hit the Lobo really hard, it becomes like irritative in the throat. And I don't get that with the Rogue. And I don't know if it's a power thing or something else.
It's the heat that we're dumping in there. You know what I mean? Like, the point of the Lobo was to get more heat in there, more extraction, more intensity, to appeal to smokers and people who wanted more punch out of their hits. And so that was the purpose of it. It wasn't to be anything like the one, other than the fact, the good things about the one and the handheld part. But so that's what it was about. And it works because the Planet of the Vapes glass ecosystem was already in place, so that you can use this little stem came with, or there's all these other high powered options that are already there. Just grab them at purchase, yada yada, and still making more. Like, I want to ask the chat here. I'm working on a dry stem like this, but it'll be different shape, different size. But like all these beads, you guys have seen this rocket stem for other vapes before. I want to get something like this rolling, and I think that the hits I'm getting off this thing are the coolest I've gotten, even compared to like some of the water options that I have. So I'm excited about a fully dry stem that can cool the fuck out of anything and hit like a bitch. So that's what I'm gonna see what I can do with this thing right now. I'm gonna turn this fucker all the way up though to 430 and just fucking plow through this bowl on this beaded stem.
Okay. I'm gonna bust out the water pipe adapter and do some comparisons between the Lobo and the Rogue 2 on water. That way I can judge extraction performance without the harshness. I'm gonna load both bowls at the same time this time, so there's no empty bowl snafus, Jerry.
Good move, bro. Ooh.
Scoopy scoop. Scoopy scoop.
God damn.
I'm gonna fill each bowl a little more than I did last time.
Feeling this one.
I tamped it and then topped it. We're going with the water pipe adapter. All right, I'm gonna do the Rogue first on this one. And does the Lobo have a battery indicator with the single press?
Yeah,
That's a cool feature.
I like it.
Yeah, the Rogue does that as well. I think they all do it now.
The one doesn't, but everything,
one
but
doesn't?
all. Yeah, the Rogue that I want to see that on there. Maybe in a future production run, but yeah, I think all the Healthy Rips products do, and the Lobo does. I think it's done. Man, that's such a quick session. Fucking love that.
We're at 4:30.
4:30. What is he hitting first here? The Rogue 2, he said. How's that?
That was really good. Pretty good roast from just one big ass hit.
Now I'm feeling baked, bro. That 4:30 is whooping my ass. Fucking 4:30, bitch.
Okay. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to empty it on the table. Then I'll take 2 hits from the Lobo.
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm just going to watch you.
Okay, that's fine. This is already loaded up. I need to
show me what you're doing, Troy. That's right. You loaded them both already, remember?
Loaded them both, but I still need to sneeze.
Damn it. I can't tell what I'm doing. Pushing buttons like kook. Oh, how's it going in the chat, man? Oh, okay. So looks like according to my man here, the Healthy Rips down stem is a little longer than the Plan of the Vapes, so they might not be compatible. They're compatible, but they might not be perfectly compatible, if that makes sense.
I did notice that it didn't seat fully in the Rogue, but it sealed.
The Plan of the Vapes water pipe adapter.
Yeah, this is the Plan of the Vapes water pipe adapter here.
Yeah, so they're saying that the Healthy Rips ones are just a little longer. So yeah, if you use the Healthy Rips in the Lobo, it might stick out a little, but it will go all the way in, not the other way around. Apparently, yeah. So the Planet of the Vapes down stems are 26 millimeters long. I don't know what they are on the Healthy Rips.
Put on some music.
Face. This feels great in my face, man. Are you putting some of our stuff here off to the side? Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm just playing something in my ears.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, you got your headset on. Me too. So I got some Bob Seger I'm going to pass up on here, man.
I wish we could play music on our stream. That'd be nice.
I know. And not get in trouble and everything, man. It'd be awesome.
Dude, I am leaking like a motherfucker tonight.
Yeah, it's one that I'm fucking with. It's not out yet. We're gonna have something out soon. Right, Wally? We need some music. You guys listen to music? How many of you guys listen to music while you're watching us here, man?
I'm gonna go 4:30. Looking up there in the comments for anybody who is as high as me. I'm looking for a friend on Planet 13 here.
You're what about Planet 13?
I'm very high right now.
No, the Planet 13. I
I'm
didn't
sending
get
a
that.
bat signal.
Okay.
Anybody looking?
I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Is that upside down? What's going on?
No, oh yeah, I don't know. I really like the Solo 3 auto inversion, man. I was fucking with that on water pipe the other day, and I was like, it's so nice. It just flips over for you, you know. The screen automatically flips on that. I dig that. So I thought that was cool. What I should pack next. I feel like I beat the hell out of these things. Oh, are we talking about that? Oh, the dispensary? Is that what we're talking about? The dispensary?
Oh,
Right on, Darth. Me too. I did a great job with that Solo 3, man. We lose Troy. Hi there.
hi, Jerry.
Your vape's still in your bong.
Oh, yeah. I guess that means it's time to hit it.
Ding, ding, ding. I'm done with this. Why do I keep holding this cup? This cup is empty. I'm almost done with my wallet too, man. I've been hydrating. We've been going good here.
I'm dying over it.
Dang tatted, I'd probably go with the Planet these days. It's really versatile. I like it a lot. Yeah, I'd probably go with that one for now. Both pretty cool though. Oh yeah, that's right, man. We got the post shot there. Whose is whose or what's what? I can't tell now.
This is the Lobo.
There we go. Can't see too well, but you could describe it for us if you want.
This is the Rogue. I mean, they're pretty much the same. Let me move this out of the way to get the same lighting. This one might have a little bit more like pepper flakes in it. You know what I mean?
I think so. That one looks darker, or like I don't know. It's hard to know because I mean you got the best view, but that one looks like it's got some dark spots that I can't tell. It's hard to tell, bro.
They're very similar. I would say that this one has a little bit more pepper in it. Like if there's any blackness, there's like maybe there was like 3 or 5 little tiny dark spots. I guess this one has a couple too, but not as
That
much.
one the edge looks dark with big chunks. Was that the same grind even?
Yeah.
I know it was. Okay. All right.
I mean, you might be just seeing some shadows because there's
That's
a
what I'm
ring
saying.
light
Yeah, I don't even want to
right there.
describe it. Yeah, yeah.
Like if I go directly above it.
Oh shit, now it looks totally different. It even looks green from up here. You know what I mean? Like I can't tell
Right.
what's going on now. So yeah, we'll just have to go with whatever you're.
They're very similar.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Yeah, I think they're too much the same. Like I don't
Mix them up.
I don't think one is more than the other.
Well, that's good. That means they're keeping their top end in check. I like that.
And it's hard to judge the harshness through a bong and a filter, especially after vaping so many bowls in sequential, so in a row, whatever the word I'm looking for is.
Sequence, maybe?
Yeah, like
Series?
I feel like I could hit the smoothest vape in the world right now, and it would feel somewhat rough because I've been beating the shit out of my throat all night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. We just went through 6 bowls of that platform after a couple of bowls of a ball vape. So the only thing we didn't do was hit our dab. Like we should finish with a slurper. You know what I mean?
My man.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I mean, it's on.
You don't want to waste that heat.
I got my oil out of the fridge. I got the toasted the mosted out tonight.
Nice.
Some
I got some Oishi.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Oishi. That's how I know right there. It's this is some of the latest live rosin I've gotten. I'm excited about this.
Thank you, our guitar. Fucking words. Words are hard. Words are hard, man.
Damn
Succession.
words, man. Damn, this is gonna be great. We're gonna do this, aren't we? I gotta get my little rig over here. When are you pulling?
I mean, I can't pull right now because the Pantera song that I'm listening to is ending. I gotta turn the music off because I can't do stream with music in my ears because like I just get lost in the music when I'm high.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, like I forget that we're streaming, dude. You know what I mean? Especially with Pantera. I love your tempo bend.
Did you say tempura?
In one of the Pantera home video VHS cassettes from like the 90s. Yeah, 3. Yeah, fucking Bing.
Bing knows what's up.
Bing knows what's up.
Here's what I'm gonna drop here, guys.
Oh shit.
Damn it, it's not showing for you. There we go. Yum 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 yum. That'd be sweet.
That looks wonderful. I want to dab with you, and I'm going to dab probably after you.
Oh, I haven't pulled yet. I'm waiting.
You
I'll dab with you. I haven't pulled. I'm waiting for you to pull.
The thing is, right now, I'm at like a solid 14.2. You know, like my toes are gripped into the carpet. My fingers have gone full like gecko Spider-Man mode. I'm holding on to this desk for dear life, Jerry. I am in full manual breathing. I am meditating to try to turn off my sweat glands. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on right now.
Sounds like you don't need a dab.
No, I do, but I just need to wait until like the what's it called when you're still moving up, like when you're still going up. Ascension. I need to wait until the ascension hits a plateau. Like once we've plateaued, once we've joined the leagues of the duck-billed platypus, we'll be the only mammal that lays eggs in the sand. I don't know.
Wow. Because we're not doing any of that right now, bro. Like,
right? Has anybody ever eaten duck-billed platypus?
No, isn't that a protected thing?
Maybe that's why somebody's fucking eating it, and they don't want anybody to know.
Right? Don't say if you have. Don't say you have. I don't want you to get in trouble. We're not looking for you.
Are those things still alive? Or are they still around?
I don't know.
Like I remember that was like all the rage as a kid. What happened to him? What happened to the duck-billed platypus? The forbidden snack.
The forbidden snack. There you go. That's funny, man.
Yeah, I bet those duck-billed platypus eggs, they're like so tough that you gotta like cut them open. I bet they're delicious in an omelet.
Maybe.
Who likes omelets? Raise your hand. Can I get a comment in the chat if you like omelets?
Like omelets. I usually get a tomato and onion, maybe with cheese omelet. What I really want is a ham and onion and cheese omelet. That's what I really want. Those are my fave.
Bro, next time you're here,
Yeah.
encourage me to make omelets.
Okay. I will show up with eggs. Well, Troy, got to do something with these things, bro. I'm thinking omelets. Omelets, Troy.
Yeah, I've been doing barbecue videos and stuff. I've been getting all that stuff going again.
Yeah.
So the likelihood of you coming here and having actual barbecue, chances are pretty good.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
All right. And actual omelets too now. So I'm on to
imagine
it.
some smoked pulled pork omelets. Oh, man. Pulled pork goes
Really?
so well with that. Dude, that's the beautiful thing about pulled pork. Like you smoke some pork butts and like you have pulled pork that night for dinner. And then you have pulled pork as protein for whatever. Nachos, egg rolls, omelets. Dude, there's so much you can do. Pizza.
With that pizza.
Yeah. Pulled pork is like the miracle fruit.
I love that shit. Gotta love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Need to get some rub.
Well, how you feeling?
Well, I'm settling in at like a nice 13.9. I think it's time to prepare the launch pad and see how high this motherfucker will go.
See that rocket blow up the other day on the pad there?
Oh, what? No, really?
Yeah, there was some SpaceX rocket in Texas.
Okay.
What wasn't going up, just running a routine test. Don't move, just test. And it blew up like a motherfucker. No.
Did everybody cheer? Did they show like the crew at SpaceX cheering?
No, there was nobody there. It was just one of those, like, it was totally unexpected. Like that was like not even, you know what I mean?
Okay.
It was weird. So, but there were some videos. There were some people who were, space nuts that were out there video and shit, and they got some good video of it. So, anyhow,
I always loved seeing like the SpaceX videos where they're doing the thing and their ship blows up, and then they switch to the camera to the room where all the people are, and they're still all like, yeah, they're all cheering and shit. Like the opposite of NASA, like where everybody's like somber, like, oh fuck, like funny. The SpaceX people are like still like massive failure. We're still gonna learn from this. Like everything is a success. Like fail forward fast type of approach is what they do. Like so much data comes from that.
Well, they're learning a lot then, because
yeah,
there's been like 4 this year or some crazy shit. So
right.
Nobody's learning faster than those motherfuckers.
Rapid unscheduled disassembly. Exactly.
Dude, Darth's got them coming tonight, man. Got them coming, man. I love it.
Jerry, I pulled out a special rig.
Ooh, a fab egg this time? Is that an egg?
I pulled up my OG
nice
egg. Figured I'd use it for dabs tonight. It's a nice little dab rig,
right?
Yeah. Let me prepare to pull. Damn, bro, I am high as tits.
Well, get ready to get up to about your nose. We're gonna take it a little higher than the titties.
All right then. All right, are you ready to pull? I'll pull, but I think I'm running significantly hotter than you are.
That's for sure. If you haven't changed anything, I mean, like I'm gonna pull mine, and it's pretty much close to ready.
Oh no, I'm gonna pull mine, and it's pretty much gonna be too hot on the dab, right?
Right. And then you chirp where?
519.
All right.
Yeah, it's too hot. It says too hot right now, which means that it's like 800 plus.
Dude,
Still
every
says-
time I pull mine out lately, it's at like 550. I'm like, holy shit, it's about ready to hit.
797. It just went below 800.
I don't know. My PID's at 875, so I'm not sure why I have this particular issue going on. Didn't used to be this way.
Yeah, I started playing around with my PIDs, and realized that the way that they heat the universal heater can be drastically different. Like if you have a disorderly conduction PID lying around, you should try it with your universal heater, because holy fuck, it's a different machine.
Right on. Right on, I said. What's your temp now?
619.
I'm going to pull. I'll still
Right.
get out of the gate ahead of you, but I'm going to pull.
All right.
Shit. Let's see what I clock.
Anybody in the chat watch Cletus McFarland?
I'm at 620. I didn't realize that was going to happen. Far out.
620.
Yeah. I got my cleaning stuff ready. Is your marble on top of your thing? Or whatever you're capping?
Yes, and I'm about to chirp. Did you go?
No. I'm 60 away, so you're going first.
What the heck? I thought you were going to be out the gate ahead of me, bro.
I was, and then, well, I don't know. I wasn't. I was, and then I wasn't. But I'll be right behind you.
It's nice. It's grapey. Smooth. Whoa, there's a kind of a cheesy, nutty, buttery finish. Whoa.
Damn.
Oh,
That's a difference maker, man. Fucking hey.
I like it. That's nice. That's nice, Jerry.
It's nice. Very nice. Wow. Me likey.
Oh, great. I've been watching this show on Netflix called Tires.
Just tires? That's it?
Yeah, it's called Tires.
What's it
I got
about?
into it. I mean, I thought it was going to be about tires, and
Right.
maybe I'd learn something, because I used to work at a tire factory. It's a comedy. It's a show with like Shane Gillis.
Oh, really? I bet that's funny as shit then. That guy's hilarious.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, I'm into it. Oddly enough, Netflix started me at season 2. So when it suggested it to me, and I clicked, sure, fucking watch this.
Oh,
It started me with season 2, episode 1. So I watched season 2 first.
that sucks.
But now I'm watching season 1, and yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Is season 2 good enough without having like, is season 1 funnier already, or is season 2 really funny? And
I don't know. I think season 2 might have been a little more funny in the beginning, whereas season 1 took a few episodes to get into it.
okay.
That said, there's been some stuff in season 1 feels a little more edgy than season 2. But maybe I'm just super stoned when I watch this show. And I mean, my approach to TV has always been like, I'm gonna get really fucking high and watch TV, and if it's good, I'll get high and watch it again. And each time, I really won't remember it to the point where it ruins it. You know what I mean? Like you can only watch the movie National Treasure so many times. Like you learn the movie, and it's just not that entertaining anymore. And unless that's part of your entertainment, is knowing the movie. You know what I mean?
Period. That's some alcohol there. I'm done with that.
Yeah, that was delicious. It's a nice little dab. Nice little dab.
Man.
Thank you very much, Mary Poppins.
Way to go.
Dude, if Mary Poppins dabbed, she'd totally be like marriage material, you know?
She's not there yet, huh?
Nah.
I need water. I'm out of water, Troy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can't have that.
No.
Somebody suggested that we need to have a Betty White lullaby at the end of our show. Like
a lullaby.
Yeah, like Betty White needs to come back and sing us a lullaby as we exit the vicinity.
That's actually a great idea.
Right? So if anybody's capable of doing the voodoo, I'm not sure what video game skill it is, where you raise the dead. I should know this, like from Skyrim at least. Like what's the Skyrim skill where you can like revive the dead? Necromancer. Thank you, Zero Grimson. I knew you motherfucker would come through. So yeah, if you know a necromancer who can bring back Betty White, I almost said Betty Grable. Betty White, bring them both back. Just to sing us a lullaby once a week. I guess it doesn't have to be weekly. We can record the first one. Like, let Betty rest. You know what I mean?
I like Betty. She can hang with us some more. I don't know. I can go either way.
Oh, Black Betty, Ram-a-lam. Black Betty had a child.
Classic.
Ram-a-lam.
Classic.
Damn thing goes wild.
We're just going to get in trouble if we keep doing this.
Yeah, we're going to get copyright busted. We're fucking nailing the notes and everything.
Right. We don't want none of that shit. There goes all that. Hopes and
Are we
dreams.
doing this next week, or are we taking next week off? Because I know you got some travel, and I'm bad with dates, and I know you got.
We're not taking. No, we're taking. It's next month. Like about.
It's next month. All right. You'll warn me. You'll warn everybody.
Yeah, it'll be 3 or 4 weeks from now that we're gonna take a night off.
Yeah, we're taking some time off so Jerry can get his operation done in privacy.
Okay, yeah, there we go. That's the spin. I love it, man. You fucking nut.
Right. Thanks for watching with us tonight. Thanks for all the vape insights and testing help that you've provided. Please leave a comment if you're doing the rewatch thing. Let us know what kind of stuff you want to see in the future episodes. And thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of the community. Stay positive. Stay high. Stay happy. Stay hydrated.
Yeah. Peace.
Remember, shop Planet of the Vapes.